Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Gaming Trouge here, and welcome back to another reaction video. I actually got DM'd this video yesterday. I was gonna say last night, yesterday, and I was told if I was going to react to it. And I haven't really done a lot of reactions. I've been busy working on my other projects. But I decided to go and take a look at this video. This is from Noah the Otter. He recently just became YouTube affiliate, so please one up this video in the description down below. Go one him up. He's a fantastic individual. Also follow his Twitch. His Twitch streams are beautiful. I love his work that he does over there. And yeah, without further ado, this is the internet longing for importance. Why 80s and 90s sci-fi hit so much harder now. So I'm excited to see what he tackles here, and let's see what he got here.
If you're new to my channel, it's likely because of my Captain Laserhawk video. During that video, I discussed the clear passion for retro gaming and 80s and 90s sci-fi synthwave media that the creators clearly had. It absolutely bleeds onto every frame of that show, and pretty much encapsulates the show's—
Okay, I'm sorry, it's just so weird seeing a show that Wayman is the bad guy. Like that it was already like dropped online and everything like that. My brother actually ended up finding Noah through Wayman, so that's actually pretty funny how this is the video that drove him in it. So yeah, shout outs to Oli Noid. We're actually going to be wasting Wayman 3 tonight at the time of this recording. So yeah, pretty funny stuff there. I'm sorry, it's just so awkward that they made this show. Like it obviously looks like they put a lot of work into it, but it's just like it kind of just like, I don't know what's the word. It's just weird to come out at like a time and place for this. Like instead of a Wayman game, we got a Wayman show. I want to say a bunch of other Ubisoft properties, but anyway, sorry for rambling. Let's go.
aesthetic. In recent memory, we've seen a lot more reverence for 80s and 90s sci-fi, with many of these movies and shows being brought up in popular discussion or simply referenced in terms of aesthetic or visuals. Why is this exactly? Well, the easy answer might seem like nostalgia. Companies profit from bringing back properties from decades ago that audiences maybe grew up with and have a fondness for. But does it go deeper than that? Personally, I think it does, to some degree. In many ways, a lot of media from back then is actually more relevant than ever today. Today, I want to show exactly what I mean by that. For instance, a memorable example from 1998 would actually be The Truman Show starring Jim Carrey.
I've heard good things about this
movie. Was
movie.
named in 2008 as one of the 10 most prophetic science fiction films by Popular Mechanics, which, considering the story and the themes explored in this film, I absolutely agree. The story revolves around Truman, a seemingly normal man, who, unbeknownst to him, is actually the star of the most popular show on television. In his life as he knows—
Basically, Bolt. I'm sorry. I wish I was original with that joke, but one of my mutuals on YouTube made the joke way before I did. But the way that they were describing the show and the way that it also connects to Bolt, it's basically the same plot. But I apologize. But so far we're a minute and so into this video, and I love the progression that Noah has done since he started. I think it was like a couple months ago now, where he basically knows how to read a script. And I'm not saying less, like, again, like, I'm nowhere near perfection when it comes to this type of field, but I do like seeing YouTubers grow and YouTubers like talk about like getting into like this like line of work. And as for someone like Noah, who does a lot of live streams, I know it's not like definitely streaming and like hanging out and like doing live streams is different than doing like video like with a script and everything like that. But it definitely, both of them do help out in the grand scheme of things, and I think Noah is kicking it out of the park with his style of video, and I'm very much impressed so far.
it is all a lie, and is the show being broadcast to millions of people every day. This is a horrifying reality given the fact Truman was taken at birth and plunged into this experimental reality TV show, where his reality is in fact a falsehood. Eventually, he figures out what is really going on, close to the show's 30th anniversary. and by default, his 30th birthday. He makes the choice to abandon this false reality, even though it may have been pleasant. He could not bear the thought of being lied to, even if it was a nice-seeming lie. And the show is effectively cancelled, with its titular star gone. Therefore, Truman is now a true man. Ha 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 ha.
Dude, you do better jobs of making jokes than I do. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, dude, I'm very much enjoying this video so far. And it's kind of hard for me doing reaction videos to videos like this in particular, because I just want to hear him talk. I just want to hear the video. And that's like different than, say, like if I were to react to some music or react to like a game trailer, because like when it comes to those two things, I'm like a bit more like, oh, I want to talk about it, the trailer and everything like that. But like when it comes to like media like this is the type of video I listen to as I'm working on projects to help get inspired by. And I think Noah is legit knocking it way out of the park again. Like we're 2 minutes into this video and I'm like very much invested into this. So let's keep going.
In all seriousness, this movie was really very ahead of its time, with a lot of parallels in an odd sort of way to the current state of the internet and social media. With social media, you more often than not are only seeing a fragmented reality, simply a fraction of somebody's life. You may very well just be seeing the parts the person feels comfortable sharing and is content with. This can lead to unrealistic expectations for oneself, and potentially an over-reliance on the approval of others online to feel validated or self-confident. In Truman's case, he was only seeing a fraction of the world, what the network's executives wanted him to see. In our case, with social media, not always per se, but a good portion of the
I'm sorry. I just saw a clip from one of my favorite movies. Like, I legit love The Master of the Skies. Please watch that movie. I know a lot of people, at least in recent years, have said it's kind of horrible, but in actuality, it's one of my favorite movies. And if I were to get into movie discussions, I would love to talk more about that movie, because it's definitely a very goofy plot, and it definitely has a lot of fun elements at play here, parodies and all that other stuff. Just a fun movie. It's like, keep going.
Not always per se, but a good portion of the time, you are really only seeing one side of the coin, if even that. I'm guilty of this myself, often doom scrolling through Twitter or Instagram when bored. Although as of late, I have been trying to take up a healthier lifestyle, with writing and reading up on philosophy and ideology that I feel like will help me as a creator who makes these kinds of videos.
Yeah.
However, there is no denying that when you are in a saddened state, social media is often the worst place to be, and sometimes it can be the cause of that saddened state. Going a bit further with skewed realities, I want to discuss 3 particular movies here: Tron, Ghost in the Shell, and The Lawnmower Man.
Okay.
These movies all cover virtual reality, which is a very real thing in this day and age. However, all 3 actually have very different takes on such a thing, looking deeper at these 3 films. Let's look at Tron first. Tron was a landmark movie for Hollywood special effects, in a lot of ways touches on the ideas of AI and of virtual reality.
And it was one of, if I remember correctly, one of the first computer animated movies, always in terms of CG, that I believe John Lasseter made. Which, in this day and age, it's kind of hard for me to talk about John Lasseter with like the recent allegations that got out and the fact that he's no longer at Pixar. But definitely, I respect his art and what he's done for the business, rather than like the person, just because of like what has recently came out. But definitely, like, I grew up on watching stuff like the Pixar Story, where they talked about all this, and so I haven't necessarily seen the original Tron, but I do, obviously, through Kingdom Hearts and just through like just general know of Disney stuff, I do know the general premise of Tron. But I did think that was a pretty fun fact for you.
Long before any of these things became part of our lives, this movie was very ahead of its time. But the interesting part to me is how it chooses to touch upon such a concept. Rather than creating a disaster movie or an apocalypse movie, where the AI or robots choose to rebel against humanity, Tron showcases a sort of rift between the types of AI found within this world. There are AI, called programs here, who treat the user who created them almost like their god. and insist on the importance of the users and wish to work with them to craft a better future. On the other side of the coin, there are other programs who wish to make a better future for themselves and
Okay, so it's funny to me, again, I'm like watching the footage, like Noah's doing a good job, but like looking back at like the original Tron, I can't help but laugh because this all seems like, at least nowadays, it seems like it's pre-res or like like CG stuff. So like if you're in animation, you have the storyboards, then you have like the animatics, and then you have like the pre-res, and then you have like the full like coloring and all that. Like you have the full thing. This looks like it's still in development, which I definitely know. They released this to cinemas and they released this to like movie theaters and everything. But like I can't help but think that it's I can't help to think but it's like the CG or like it's still like in development. But obviously that's like my newer age brain thinking, but even though what in the world? Sorry about that. I forgot one of the program that Luna had was still up there. But yeah, let's keep going. I apologize. I just thought that was interesting.
Imperfections that must be killed off. This is a very interesting portrayal of such a world, given there arguably still hasn't been any media like it today.
That is true.
Interesting enough, Ghost in the Shell actually offers a similar idea, albeit in a more philosophical manner. Ghost in the Shell takes the core concept of Taoism, coined by Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, which is his primary.
What is this, ERB? This man uses ERB as the B footage. I'm sorry. I that caught me so off guard.
By Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, which is his primary philosophy, and states we are all part of that which is around us. In Ghost in the Shell, a human woman is tracking down a rogue AI, but eventually, upon speaking with this AI and learning it is lacking what she has, chooses to merge with it in a sort of synthetic process. Essentially, she becomes one with this machine and creates a completely new kind of being in doing so. Our final example, the Lawnmower Man, actually has a very similar idea to Ghost in the Shell in this sense, in terms of becoming one with technology, but it takes a much darker turn. The idea is that a neurodivergent gardener...
I hear the Professor... sorry, not Professor Lane. I hear the Ace Attorney music background, and I'm just casually just bopping. I'm sorry. I'm getting way distracted by everything about the product rather than adding my own 2 cents to it, and I apologize, but I actually really like how he is, like, finding parallels between Tron, Ghost in the Shell, and this movie, which I have never seen this movie, or have, like, any passing knowledge of it, so, excuse me if I don't have anything to necessarily say about this one, and I guess for a lesser extent, Ghost in the Shell, but I do kind of know about it through, like, internet contacts and everything like that, so I do know the general idea of the last 2 movies. I have no idea what I'm getting into with this one, so.
In terms of becoming one with technology, but it takes a much darker turn. The idea is that a neurodivergent gardener is experimented on by a scientist wanting to enhance people's intelligence through virtual reality technology and a digital world within people go to undergo training courses for their mind.
Monkey D.
However,
Luffy.
this radically backfires.
I don't know why I thought about that.
Getting psychic abilities and going on a rampage, taking out anyone and everyone he feels has wronged him in his life.
Nani? What was that? What was that effect?
Anyone and everyone he feels has wronged.
What was that? That legit. That's on some Looney Tunes, like, that's on some Looney Tunes stuff. Like, what?
Him in his life. He gains
I'm sorry. I don't know the context of the movie.
He merges with the digital space and attempts to find a way to eradicate all of humanity. These movies are all science fiction, but in today's world, they all actually share similarities with today's culture involving technology, virtual reality, and the internet. Tron showcased a world where AI can cooperate with humanity and help better things for everyone, but also on the flip side, AI can also seek to replace humanity and make there no need for it. Ghost in the Shell shows it is very possible to become completely immersed in technology and entirely dependent on it. And the Lawnmower Man shows that technology can completely corrupt someone who would otherwise never do diabolical things.
Definitely pretty good storytelling tropes that he's using. Like, and again, it's super impressive that, like, he got 3 movies, which I guess from the surface doesn't really seem like all too, like, weird. and actually make something like that like makes sense in the context of a video. Again, I really am upset that I don't like have more to like add into the video, because like at the end of the day, I just want to sit down and watch this video. Like, it's so interesting, and the way he's presenting it is so good. I'm just sucked into it. So again, I apologize.
These are absolutely parts of today's culture in one way or another. With the advent of AI-generated written works and art pieces, how we are often very dependent on our phones or devices as a whole. And in some cases, it can corrupt people. All in all, I do think technology has done a lot of good, and it still can.
wait. Oh, this is VR chat. I just saw the color of my eye Akuma just over here just vibing. I was like, wait, what?
Well, with technology becoming more and more advanced, and these older pieces of media being brought into discussion for how, in some ways, they are funnily prophetic, it is important to keep in mind the value of human creativity and thought. All in all, this goes to show how much creativity, and in some cases foresight, went into these pieces of media.
Someone said if you die in VR chat, you lose your dignity in real life.
Oh, what?
I've been dying in VR chat my whole life.
Oh no, he got SA. No. Oh no, that's funny. That's funny. But that's actually a pretty good video and a good insight onto everything. I'll let the video run out so I get that one time in there. But I do want to quickly say, he definitely hit on some pretty good topics about the internet and everything like that. And again, it's food for thought, and it definitely is something to get the brain going, and I legit really do love this video. And if I haven't said it yet, it's been a minute, so I don't remember if I said it. Won this video up because man's affiliate now, so you gotta give him that one time and everything.
I've been dying in VR chat my whole life.
I've been dying.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a like anyway. Thank you for everyone that has supported me, and we are now actually a YouTube partner. We are getting monetized for these videos.
Heck yeah, let's go.
To receive ad revenue and other benefits that come with YouTube partner, but
yeah,
the fact we're here is mind-blowing to me. I never in a million years would see myself doing this. So thank you to everyone that's come by my Twitch streams, everyone that's watched these videos, everyone that's watched my TikTok, my Instagram, just kept up with me and supported me in general.
Heck yeah.
More than you know. So thank you to everyone that's been there for me. I really look forward to doing more on here and continuing to make philosophical media analysis.
Dude, I'm sorry, like, I know you're trying to end this. Dude, this hoodie looks sick. I'm a hoodie man. I'm not wearing one now. It's November, but I'm not wearing one now. It's actually nice weather out despite it being November, but, like, I'm a hoodie man. I'm a hoodie guy. I have to say that hoodie kind of looks fire. I'm not gonna lie. Looks very comfy.
All my socials are in links below if you're curious. Like this video, share, subscribe. Really helps as we continue to the push for full benefits a YouTube partner. But thank you all for just being there for me in general. It means a lot.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Now, I've been Noah the Honor. I'll see you on the other side.
Heck yeah. Bye. Heck yeah, we love to see it. We love to see it. But yeah, so that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Internet is life for importance why 80s and 90s sci-fi hits so much harder now. This is a fantastic video, and definitely it's in the same style as something like this guy right up here, good old Jordan. And I very much appreciate and respect the heck out of how he's been handling these videos, and I honestly think it's one of the greatest honors I personally have for, of course, doing the reactions videos to it, and of course getting like signal boosted by him. And no, if you're watching this, which I'm pretty sure you are, dude, you're a very like amazing friend. We hang out every now and then. I love going to your live streams. I'm sorry, this is very much more unscripted than normal. I haven't even been drinking anything caffeinated yet, so I'm like not fully awake yet. But my dude, this one is for the boys. This one's for Noah for making another banging video. This is why that's in here. But anyway, go one up this video, please, because this man is legit one of my favorite content creators just on the board. And go follow his socials again. And yeah, please go one up more of his other videos. But thank you guys so very much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic night. And as always, keep gaming.